Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with NieR Automata episode number 15 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, the battle continued, the androids versus the machine life forms, and at the beginning it looked like everything was under control. 9S has been assigned as like the leader of like a group of like scouts and their partners, and they were doing their thing. Nine is hacked and stopped the machine life forms their attack, but then we later realized that that was a trap that they set, and apparently they reverse hacked us and took us out by infecting us with the logic virus, and they fought each other, like the scout with their partner, they started fighting amongst each other and just like ended up destroying themselves. Ninus was the only exception because he rarely even uses his synchronization output thing, and that was used as a backdoor to hack. So it was, the virus that actually affected him was negligible, and his pod was able to take care of it. So he's fine for now, and that's what's happening. Obviously, Ninus is now concerned about 2B, and it's basically a mess now. So let's see what happens today's episode 15. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Yeah, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Fish from a pandemic. Damn. Yeah. Yorha. Yep. Faked the survival. Type E. Destroy deserters. Okay. Pick up on. That's why they're assigned to. Yeah. Yeah, but no. Well, and things go completely in the wrong direction, as we saw that that whole battle was a trap set by them. Okay. Okay, so we're seeing this from 2B's perspective now, I think. Damn. Yep. Yep. 3B. Theta. Okay. Right. Yeah, so this is happening now. Okay, so while, okay, 2B was on the way to help Theta. Okay. Hmm. Oh god, the Goliath classes. Yeah. Damn. Oh. Okay, that's 3B, I'm guessing. Damn. Good lord. Oh yeah, I remember these enemies throwing out like these type of energy balls in the game, bruh. Giant falling off. What? Hey, move. Okay. Flying machine, bro. Oh, oh boy, clean. All right. Oh, her suit. Oh lord. Great. Yeah, but I feel like something. Oh no, they're going to. Yeah, the hacking EMP. Oh. Oh god, the pot is gone as well. Oh, whoa, that scared me. Okay. Okay, is Tubi's also affected, isn't she? They said that she's also been infected. Yeah, and oh god, okay, move. No, she's not okay. Oh damn, what the hell? Oh my god. Planted a backdoor at the same time. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, some other. Oh, is it nine? Okay, 9s. Okay. No, she's been infected. Okay. Oh, okay, okay, nice. No. Okay. So two B's as like I guess because oh boy. Yeah. I'm assuming two B is also fine because I guess she also doesn't like her back door, for the virus infection comes in special case of combat. What the hell? What is NFC mode? Oh, okay. Oh, damn. Right. Okay. Oh, that's why the weapons. It's like use and throw weapons. Damn. Oh, yo. Oh God, they went ham on the animation. 13 seconds. Damn. Okay. Wow. Oh boy. Unit emitter. Okay. Oh, this thing. Right. So we have to destroy this. Hmm. I wonder what's happening. Oh boy. Yeah, because they destroyed it. How? Why is it server side authentication fail? Oh, so it's from them. Hmm. Oh no, this okay. Right, okay, there's too many of them. Maybe we can use the satellite. I can use it 30%. Oh god. Oh, okay. They're gonna use the black box again after uploading it. Okay. Oh, it's overheated. Right. Oh god. All right. Oh boy, too many of them. Okay. Oh god. Yep, black box. I was thinking they're gonna use their black boxes because there's no other way. Ah, boy, okay, that is absolutely insane. What happened here? So, what happened to the command? Like, is nobody here? It's empty, yeah. So, everyone went to fight? Yeah, because I remember seeing the operators fighting. But where's the commander then? These footage are different from the one on the server. Oh, there's the commander. Oh my god. I don't remember any of this. I feel like I played this in the game, but I'd forgotten everything. What happened to you? Like, they were all fighting. I remember seeing. She has no idea. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, there. This is all wrong. It's false. Yeah. So they had no idea, bro. Oh my, the operator. Oh god. Yeah, it's just been infected. Oh my god. Oh! Oh my god! Yeah, where do we go? This is like immobilization of body frame. Oh! I guess that's one way. Yeah, but we'll also get sucked out. Okay, nice. Thank you. Well, because yeah, that's why they got saved. Oh, that's why she wasn't also affected. Okay. Oh my god, is there more over here? Oh, this girl. I remember. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, infection is gone. Oh boy. Okay. So, oh Lord. Like, where do we, I guess one thing, where one place we can go now? Okay, I was gonna say like the only place I can think of them going is the Resistance. Oh no. I was wondering like if she got a. Yeah. Oh boy. Yep, it's self-destructing. Okay, so one thing we have to remember. If we die, we die from here onwards. I'm assuming. There's no bunker to upload our data to or, get back our real body. It's over. Once it's over from here onwards. I think, and I'm assuming that, you know. Oh, A2. Bro. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I forgot, like, the details of this part. Obviously, this part was there in the game. I think I can remember a few bits and parts of it. But I remember it was nothing. Only like the feeling that, oh yeah, I have went through this part. That's the only feeling that I remember, and that's it. I don't even remember what's going to happen from here onwards. Like, oh, the only thing I can think of is like either the Resistance or Pascal's place. They're going to go in either of them because I feel like Pascal has disconnected themselves from the. I think that's what Pascal said, didn't he? That they've disconnected themselves from the network. So I'm assuming they are not affected. And the little that's left of the Resistance, these are the only two places we can go now. So, okay. There's they're full of lockers. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. Damn. What was that ending? Oh no, is this even 2B? It's not. Right, you're screwed. Yeah. She lost our sense of reason, roving the. Wow. Okay, and that was today's episode. Right. So yeah, obviously things get even worse today with the whole escalation of the virus, and like with all the stuff that's going on. Even the bunker got affected, and now the bunker is destroyed. So yeah, and that's why I'm saying now, like it was up until now, it was like, oh, yeah, we're just going to upload our data and then just self-destruct, and then we can get back to the bunker and then just respawn again. Basically it was like that. And I think this was a feature in the game as well, wasn't it? I think I remember this. This was a feature in the game as well. Like you can literally, like like yeah, like I think like you can literally like ditch your body or something like that. And I don't remember, it's been so long, I've forgotten most of the game. um but yeah, like just up until now it was like, yeah, the situation is bad, let's just get out of the situation, then we can come back from the bunker again. Now the bunker is gone, so I don't think we have that ability anymore to do that. So if you die, you die, I guess, from here onwards. I think so. And obviously, I do remember how the story ended in NieR Automata. And if the anime also follows the same path, I can kind of assume what's going to happen from here onwards. But again, like I said, I don't remember much though. I just remember these situations and how it felt, and that's all. I don't remember any of the details, nothing. Because, it's been so long. I think like NieR Automata, the game came out like at least like 5 to 6 years ago, something, as far as I can remember. So yeah, it's been quite a while I've played it, and I've only played it once. So yeah. Anyways, but I did kind of remember very vaguely about this section. I remember that, yeah, somehow this is the only thing that I remember, that this commander won't survive, and that's all I remember. And when I saw this place, like this part, I was like, okay, so yeah, this is how it happens. So there you go. But still, there is a part freshness to me watching this as well, because I've forgotten most of the things. So I am kind of not expecting a lot of the things that are happening, which I don't remember. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, a few things to discuss in today's episode. First thing is that 2B's infection. So basically, 2B got infected as well, but thankfully, Ninus was able to come just immediately, and that is why he was able to, like administer the toxin, the vaccine, and make the virus go away. So I guess that makes sense. And and that is why. And I was thinking like, oh, like what happened, did 2B got affected by the virus, but why did it not really affect her like the others? Has it something to do with the backdoor again? But no, I guess the backdoor has something to do with it, but not with that situation. With the backdoor and them syncing their data with the bunker, what that has to do with this situation is that 2B and 9S, both of them weren't syncing up their data with the bunker, and that is the reason why they weren't they weren't implanted with the backdoor through which the virus could infiltrate. So that is why 9S was fine, wasn't fine, did get a little bit affected during the EMP attack, but the pod was able to take care of it. So was 2B. 2B wasn't even affected by it, with the EMP. She wasn't even being affected. A little bit, I'm guessing the pod also took care of that as well for her. But the problem struck when when 3B, I think, yeah, 3B who got infected by the virus, when 3B infected 2B. That's when the problem happened. Like in the initial infection didn't happen because they weren't syncing that data, and that there wasn't any backdoor, so that didn't happen. But when 3B directly infected 2B, that did work, because technically she directly infected her. But the reason why it didn't spread that much was because 9S came immediately after that. I guess if if 9S took a little bit longer, maybe then the infection would have been irreversible or something like that. You know. So yeah, but either way, just because of that, just because they weren't following, protocols, they got saved. You know, and yeah, which is good. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. A few other things, for example, yeah, them going to the bunker again. Oh, and that part where they get overwhelmed by enemies, that part, like it's like so many of them, so they're like, what the hell are we supposed to do in this situation? So the only thing that they can do, and NieR was like, all right, let me upload our data, and then we can just use the black blocks. And they did that. They uploaded the data, they held themselves for, for the minimal amount of time, and then black, like NieR and 2B comes and clicks their black box together, and it blows themselves up. So they're gone on the surface, but their data gets uploaded to the bunker, so they are able to come back again. So that was the only way like they could survive, and they did that. But then the problem struck when they realized that even in the bunker things are not okay. So basically, they have been, like repeating false, like like information over there, because we can see that what was being played on the screens were that, oh, the Yorha are fighting the machine life forms, we are winning, very soon we will be victorious. That was what was being played. So the commander was like, okay, and the signal was jammed, so they weren't also able to get, like proper information. So that is why the commander didn't know anything what was going on in this. And I guess I think I exactly understand the exact moment when the operators got infected. It was in the previous episode, I think, if you remember that part where the commander like was giving orders to everyone. And that there's that one girl, those two girls with red dresses, who came and they were like, oh, like now the fun will begin, or something like that. They were the ones who infected. And like I obviously, like, I think it's pretty obvious that they are the machine life forms, or I'm guessing like there's something related to the machine life forms, you know those two girls. And they are, I don't know, they're also the ones who like infected, and like yeah, infected everyone. And that part in today's episode, I think, at least, um the operator, what was the name of the operator? Sixo, I think. Yeah, Sixo. When we were seeing Sixo being infected, and she was talking that, like in that crazy manner, I'm assuming that was one of those, like those, like the girls with the red dresses who directly infected them. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure who those entities are. Again, if this was shown in the game, I've probably completely forgotten it. So I don't know, actually. Still, I have no idea. But I can kind of guess that they are definitely something related to the machine life forms. And that's what's going on. And when the commander asked, like, why are you doing this, she was like, oh, we're just having fun, haha. Right, there you go. And that was that. Okay. Also, like I said, I've completely forgotten everything, but I did remember that the commander doesn't survive. So I was like, when is that going to happen? And there you go. We saw that. Like, the commander also got infected. Like, they were very close to getting out of this place, but the commander was like, I'm sorry, but I'm also infected. So you guys go. And the base was like, in self-destruct sequence. So this base self-destructed, and they were able to get out of the place. And I'm assuming they're going towards Earth back again. And like I said, the only thing I can think of now is them going to the Resistance or Pascal's place. So I'm not really sure what exactly is the situation with Pascal's place, because they are machine life forms, but then again, they did say they had disconnected themselves from the network. So I don't know if they got affected or not. So let's see. I guess I'll get my answers soon. And obviously the resistance, we saw the situation of the resistance. Very few people are left, and a few of them got infected by the logic virus. And the only people who are left now are Lily, Jackass, I think those two girls, I don't know their names, the red haired girls, two girls, and maybe a few others, one or two other members. So it's not much left. So then that's also another thing. So yeah, let's see. Okay. Right. Also, another thing got revealed here in today's episode, like properly, is that what happened to humanity. So basically, obviously, humanity didn't survive. The ironic thing is that the humanity didn't even survive up until the aliens attacked. They got wiped out way before that. through some kind of, I think like they said, like some kind of a, like an epidemic or something, you know. So the androids, the Yorha, they were made to, you know, keep repeating this false, like, you know, like this false like information that, oh, humanity is safe on the moon, to keep their, you know, morale high. But all that is left of humanity is a server on the moon. I think that's what they explained, and that has been repeating this, and, you know, like acting like this to keep the morale high and keep them fighting. So that is what the Yorha are for. Obviously, 2B knows all of this, because 2B is actually not 2B. 2B is actually E model. I'm guessing her name is 2E, I guess. And she is the executor or the protector of these information. So anyone who comes close to getting to know the information, that, you know, this whole secret, she wipes them out, kills them. 9S and most of the, you know, she kind of said, like, a lot of the, like, you know, like scout models, especially 9S, they're the ones who got the closest to figuring this out, which makes sense, because, you know, they can hack and stuff. So it makes sense they themselves sometimes realize, like, oh no, what's going on about, you know, like, what's going on, like, you know, what's happening, like they're lying to us. So before that escalates, 2B goes and wipes them out. And she mentioned especially 9S. So as we see, she has been killing 9S multiple times. You know, as soon as he got to know or got to remember the information. And the only reason why, you know, like he keeps coming back is obviously because he keeps respawning back in the bunker. And, you know, the hard reset of his memories, that would mean that whatever information he got to know, he doesn't remember anymore. So it's fine. She acts as if she met 9S for the first time again. But obviously, she knows 9S. She has been killing him multiple times up until now. So I'm assuming even in the first episode where we saw 2B meeting 9S, and it seemed like she's meeting 9S for the first time, it wasn't. Before that, even she killed 9S before multiple times. And, you know, and yeah, so she has that, you know, she knows that from in her heart, and she always suffers from that, because, you know, 9S trusts her so much, while she herself has the secret. But obviously, she is telling herself that, yeah, all of this is for now. You know, finally we're fighting the machine life forms. After we defeat them, then everything will be okay. You know, she's been repeating that in her head, and that has been her only, I guess you could say, only thing that made her keep going, that kept her sanity, that, oh, like, you know, all of this I'm doing is for the final, like, battle, and once we get rid of the machine life forms, everything will be fine, you know. So that only kept her going. But obviously now everything has gone out the window, like there's literally no bunker or nothing. So I guess, you know, like, even if 9S realizes what's going on, there's nothing, you know, 2B can do about it. And, you know, she cannot just kill him, because if she kills him, he's gone, he cannot come back now, you know. So I guess if 9S realizes the truth now, you know, I guess it's fine, because, like I said, this what even is the point now, you know, by keeping this a secret? Like, everything is just gone, like, you know, just, it's like pointless, completely pointless. Like, there's no like, you know, like, there's no androids left to keep this secret from. Like, the reason why they were keeping this a secret is to keep the morale high, but everyone's gone now, so, like, there's no point in keeping this a secret anymore. So yeah, I guess if 9S finds out now, he finds out, and that's it. Right. But then again, like, the whole situation with A2 is also going. So I do, like, you know, I do remember, like, you know, like, little bits and pieces and in the game, but I've completely forgotten what happens with A2 and how we, you know, like, what happens. Like, I do remember, like, you know, 9S battling A2, but I don't remember anything that leads up to that, or what happens from that on then onwards. Again, I do remember very vaguely certain things what happen. I'm not really saying anything in case it spoils a few people who haven't played the game, but, you know, certain few things happens that I do remember, obviously, because they were that much important. That is why I still remember them. But anything that leads up to that point, or that what happens from there onwards, I've completely forgotten. So it's kind of like a new experience for me as well, you know, watching this and, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, let's go. Let's see. And that was today's episode. Now, let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene is that scene where we get to see where they explain that humanity is gone. Humanity has not survived by escaping to the moon. Only thing up there is a server that has a minuscule amount of genetic data. There you go. Oh, genetic data. Okay, so it's like, okay. And that, from that we get to know the, like, the daily, like, like updates and everything. From that it happens. Humanity created us perished from pandemic illness long before the invasion of Earth by aliens. And to keep their morals high of the android, they decided to do this whole thing. And like, they created the Yorha project. And it was a project where the Council of Humanity pretended to be humanity. There you go. And if you remember, they like, give out like daily updates and what's going on. I remember them, like in a particular episode they kind of showed, and not only in a particular episode, I remember in the game as well. Whenever you're like fighting, or like in the open, like, field, like, on Earth, fighting machine robots and everything, sometimes you used to hear these announcements that, oh, like, daily report from the Council of Humanity, this is happening, good job, keep going, keep it up, that kind of thing. Like, we used to get the daily, like, updates and stuff. So, to keep the morale high and make people, like, make the androids not realize that, oh, humanity is gone actually, and keep making them thinking that we're fighting for humanity. Because obviously that is their cause. If their cause is taken away from them, then it's going to be a disaster. So, because, and it's pretty obvious, because the whole motto of their, like, them is like glory for humankind. So their main goal is like, like keeping the humankind safe and fighting for them. So if that is taken away from them, what will be they left with? They're not human beings, they're androids. They're, whatever they have been programmed into thinking, and like, their cause, if it's taken away from them, it's going to be a disaster. But I guess, like, they're not really robots, they're androids. Androids are different from robots, obviously. Androids have a way more like human like, kind of, like, androids are way more human like than robots. They have like emotions and everything, kind of, I guess. So yeah, anyways, but obviously this is a lie. The whole humanity surviving is a lie, and keeping their morale high is their main job. And as 2B says, my true name is, unit name is Yorha number 2 type E. I'm an executioner. My job is to take care of all of them who gets to know this truth. And the S modders especially get to know this, especially 9S. That's why she has been doing this. And in the end, we can see, like, she kind of says, like, but all is for the final battle. Now we will be fighting the machine life forms. After this is over, then everything will be fine. Me and 9S could again reconcile, and and there won't be anything left to hide. So that is the only thing that's keeping her sane, that, oh, like, it will be okay. I'm doing this for a reason. And that's why they go, and they're like fighting the machine life forms. Now we kind of go back a little bit in time, because we are seeing everything from 2B's perspective now. So in 2B's perspective, 2B comes in on Earth and starts fighting, and 2B was part of guerrilla unit, so she like goes and supports like multiple other units. 3B's team needed help, so she goes and starts aiding 3B's team. And then at that point of time, we could see like the reverse hacking is happening. So while 2B is going and fighting, and and then we get to see, and I was thinking, like, when, and then she meets up with 3B's unit, they fight, she does a great job, and then 3B was like, oh, thank you so much, like shakes her hand, or tries to shake her hand. Okay, now I was thinking, wait, didn't they get infected? But I think I think I realized, like, oh, because they probably didn't get infected at that time because the EMP didn't hit them. They were at quite a distance. But that changes immediately after that, when a few machine life forms get dropped and they use the EMP virus, like, infection thing. And that's when they got affected. Now, obviously, I was thinking, like, oh, what happened to 2B? Why is she not being affected? But obviously, they explained it later as well, that like, I didn't really think, why is 2B not getting affected. I did realize that it's probably because she was also not syncing her data, but they didn't really say that at that point of time. So I was like, okay, maybe it's something else. But no, NieR later clarifies it. Not only him, but 2B has obviously also not been backupping or syncing her data. That is why the backdoor wasn't there and the virus couldn't infiltrate. Even if it could infiltrate, the pod could take care of it by using the vaccine. But that's not the same with the others. All the other units at that point of time over there, they got infected and they started attacking 2B. So, but then the problem strikes. Here you can see 3B comes in and directly presses her mouth on 2B, which obviously makes the virus infection directly transmitted into her. So even if the EMP wasn't able to infect 2B because she didn't have the whole backdoor situation, the direct transmission of virus inside of her obviously infected her. That infected her, at that point of time. But thankfully, NieR was already on his way, and he comes in and he kills 3B. And then he sees that, 2B has been affected, so he immediately what do you call it, puts gives her the antidote or whatever. And the pod was also gone too. 2B's pod was also destroyed, so he tells his pod to reboot the 2B's pod 042. So there you go, that's that. Okay, and then after that, right, they 2B's fine now. 2B gets up and they realize that everyone has been contaminated, and this is where we see 2B use her full power. So I think she calls it NFC mode. Yeah, commencing special case of combat against your high units. Obviously, she is an E model, so she has a lot of tricks up her sleeves that normal other models won't really have. Because she is designed to fight against other Yorha units. Because she takes care of other Yorha units. That is why, I guess you could say special perks for being an EE unit. So yeah, the pod is like, all right, NFC mode start, something like that. He says. Then you can see 2B's armor gets out. She gets back to her original, outfit, and the pod drops multiple weapons. So then what 2B does is crazy. She goes in, takes weapons, kills the Yorha units, and the weapons get destroyed. Again, jump to another few weapons, and does this multiple times. Uses the weapons, throws them away, and goes back again and fights, So like this, she was able to take care of every single one of them in the near vicinity. So there you go. And then after that, they identified the machine that was jamming their, radio jamming them. So they go and destroy it, and now they're like, all right, let's contact the HQ, but the bunker is not responding. So they're like, what the hell, what's going on? We destroyed this jamming device, so what do we do now? But nothing we can do about it now, because literally at that exact moment, multiple machine life forms start swarming around them, all of them infected and all of them crazy. So they're like, now what? So the only thing that's left to do in this situation, if you see something like this, is the only thing left to do is just abandon your bodies over here, go back to the bunker. And that's literally what they did. Obviously before doing this, NieR started uploading their data back to the bunker, and the little amount of time that they needed to do that, the pods were able to get, because the pods used their ability to stop, it was kind of frying them for a moment, and that stopped the enemies for a moment. But then the pods get overheated as well, it doesn't work. 2B goes and starts fighting against these enemies to get a little bit more amount of time. And then when the upload is finally done, NieR rushes towards 2B, takes out that black box and clangs it together. Boom, everything's gone. Back into the bunker they are. So obviously they immediately rush, and they're like, what's going on in the bunker? There's nobody in the bunker. And I was like, what's happening? Why is nobody in the bunker? There were a few operators I think we saw fighting. So I thought okay, maybe everyone just left or something. We later realized where they are. They were all on the wall. Just clinging to the wall waiting for us. Bro, Anyways, so the commander is there. She has been sprawled on the ground, and like they go, like 2B and Niners goes, wakes her up, and the commander is confused. She's like, "What the hell? Why? What are you guys doing here?" Because obviously in her head, she's thinking that everything is fine, because in front of her, what's being shown is that there's false information that, oh, we literally were seeing what was being replayed on the screen was that, oh, uh, the Yorha units are fighting the machine life forms. The war is underway. We are on the winning side. We are destroying these machine life forms. It's very close that we will be able to be victorious finally. That's literally what they were playing. Obviously, none of that is happening actually. It's disaster in there. Now that is why obviously the commander had no clue what's going on. She was getting fed these false information. So that's why she's confused. She's like, "What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be go over there fighting?" And they tell her what's going on, and she's like, "Oh my god!" Like, so this is like a lie that has been played in front of us. There we go. You can literally see what is being broadcasted is that the Council of Humanity is saying something like, "We humanity here on the moon are filled with voices of elation. We will be able to win soon. Victory is soon. Is in front of us." That's literally what they're saying, even though that's not the case. Anyways, so like they're like, "What the hell?" And obviously the connection to the bunker has been severed as well, so they cannot contact the bunker as well. So yeah. Okay, so 6-0 comes in front of them. Obviously, that isn't 6-0. That is someone who has taken over 6-0. Yeah, one of the machine life forms. And she literally says, "We are the machine life forms. Speak through the network and the virus." And she's like, "You've been entertaining us for a while now, but it's time for all of it to end." Yeah, so I just realized something, her voice, I think it's, you know, from Honkai Star Rail, it's Sparkle's JP voice, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but the way she speaks like that, that particular manner, in that crazy maniacal way, I think I'm not 100% sure. I think it is something like that. Anyways, so she's like, "Yeah, they're all there," and we see all the operators and everyone just on the ceiling waiting for them, and they just drop immediately and they start fighting, like them. So thankfully, the pod was able to do something. They literally shot the place and destroyed them. And since they shot the place, it's like a whole big gaping hole. So it's outer space. So things starts getting sucked out. Thankfully, the commander 2B and 9S, they were able to escape underground by like a little escape hatch. So they weren't fine, but the other models got sucked out into the space. So they survived that. But then, obviously they were on their way, and then here they meet 6-0. Like, not obviously the original 6-0, but the hacked 6-0. Oh, before they meet there, the commander does ask 9S and 2B about what's happening, why this is happening, and how they are okay. And they explain everything, and they're like, "Yeah, we never really synchronized our data, so that is why we got saved." There you go. And I was continuously thinking over here, like, if everyone else got infected, is the commander also infected? I was thinking that, but at that point of time, she didn't show any signs of infection. So I was like, okay, maybe not. Maybe she's a commander, that's why she's an infection or something. But like I said, I did remember the commander doesn't survive. So I was like, when does that happen then? Okay, so after that, they come across 6-0 who has been hacked, and oh my god, she just starts doing some crazy stuff here. And she's like, "Oh, like she says stuff like, 2B, I look forward for working with you. It's time for the scheduled report, this and that," and starts like jumping around, prancing around the whole place. And before 2B is able to do anything, and the commander takes care of her, kills her. And in the end, for a very little moment, her like contamination went away. She went back to her original self, and she like apologized. She's like, "I'm sorry, commander." Anyways, now immediately after that, the whole base starts glowing red. Announcement is being heard, which is literally saying that this place is going to get blown up, like self-destruction mode activated, right? And so we don't have much time, we start rushing, and then in the end the commander's like, you to go ahead, I'm also infected. And this is where I was like, oh yeah, so yeah, she is infected. So she has been able to keep her sanity for now, up until now. And obviously Tubi's like, commander, like, like, no, like, obviously she, like, commander, she is the commander, so like, everyone is very much attached to her and loyal to her. So in the end commander was like, no, you two are the only ones, go and do your thing, and I will stay here, and I'm the commander for this base. At least let me act like your superior at the very end. Yeah. And she orders them, she's like, go, and win this war. And 2B and 9S, they board in one of those, like, things, jumps off, and the whole base gets destroyed, everything is gone. And while all of this is happening, you can see a few of the, like those, they're like falling down on earth again, those, things. Obviously 2B and 9S is there within them, and you can see A2 is like there, one of the building, looking at them. And obviously we will be confronting A2 in the near future, so let's wait and see. And like I said, there's no respawning again. If you die, you die, but bunker is gone, you cannot upload your data or do anything of that sort now. So yeah, and there you go, that was today's episode number 15. So yeah, yeah, let's wait for the next episode. That is it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of NieR Automata. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.